and an M9 bayonet, that clean vanilla M9 bayonet. It's going to be gorgeous, nice chunky knife, puts hairs on your chest. Hopefully not if you're a lady, but you know, look forward to that. So I think if we can get to 100,000 views and get say 40,000 viewers today, then we'll give away the M9. But at the very least, we'll definitely give away a Desert Eagle Blaze today.
All right, big chunky knife.
Big chunky knife.
I like. Just do you notice how like the weapons disappear sometimes on the side? You have to
on the G when you press G. Maybe we should try that. Yeah, G makes it go away and come back. So
refresh it.
We saw that Valve released Valve conveniently release updates to Counter-Strike during our North American broadcast on a Wednesday evening. So the last one fixed the grenades that you see in the GoTV. Previously, it would only show one grenade. Now it shows all the grenades, but sometimes doesn't always show the primary weapon here. So we may have to do some G to see if it comes back up.
G baby. No. Another Ghost Generations back.
I'm not familiar. I'm sorry. I don't know. My CD player is broken.
Man, if this was a StarCraft stream, people would be going nuts right now. They will be spamming G.
I have 3 GG buttons.
Oh, you have some GG buttons.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
But I think I'm going to put them in the bin.
Why?
Maybe we should give them away on the stream. How about that?
Well, you just said you're going to put them in the bin. That's like,
it's like I've got the GG buttons, right? But they just sit in the box.
Charity, man.
I'm not pressing the button enough. I'm not pushing the big blue button. So
we're into the game now, though. So we have to talk about GG buttons later on, as we do get the pistol round coming out from LIP. They're starting off on the T side. So Dignitas get to show us what kind of setups they have right now. They have an aggressive man. It's actually Device peeking in on middle right now. He's going to see nothing. He sees absolutely nothing. Might be a Get Right lurking in, and there it is. Oh my god, that was brutal there from Get Right, and Device goes down. But that's some info, and now after Get Right gets that pick, before Device saw anything, now they kind of push up mid. But luckily for Dignitas, they do spot this, I think.
I don't know if they've seen the bomb just yet. It looks like we're going to possibly have a 3-man push here from NiP, but we do have 2 on long for Dignitas, so maybe they've seen something. The flash does come out, and we will have Fetish in pit, who does take off Freiberg's head, and Zitnix again gets Forrest's head, so it's 2 on 2 here, just in a long area, as there is a push coming on short from Get Right, but he goes down to Dupree, and that is going to be a nice clean up from Dignitas. They will go 1 round up. Dignitas, a team notorious for their CT sides, however, they do feel a bit maligned, and feel like their T sides are underestimated, so we will be looking forward to seeing them on the second half as well.
I actually heard that. Was it in an interview or something? I think it was that ESL one on the panel, wasn't it?
I think Fetish was like, look man,
guys, come on.
We will body you on the T side as well as the CT side. We've got Freiberg with the Desert Eagle Blaze. You could win this later on in this stream if there's 100,000 followers on the stream, guys. I think we're about 97,000 at the moment, but you know, Freiberg is one of the strongest players we see often on the Deagle, so we'll see if he can rip any heads off here. Get Right with the Scout, which we sometimes see on Forest, but Get Right's going to be rocking it here today, so...
Oh, he's looking for it. He's so shy that he's going to let Get Right actually go up with the Scout and let Get Right die, in fact. And now he comes in, going to miss his shots with the Deagle. So Dignitas looking for that pretty easy cleanup here. And we have to also bear in mind that NIP not getting that bomb down, obviously is going to incur 2 kind of economic rounds from them. So going for this pistol, for this Scout actually, kind of made the money a bit wonky, actually.
How much money does Dupree have, quickly? Okay, just checking, because he didn't go for the helmet, but couldn't afford it, which is why. $150 short there, so he needs to make sure he doesn't get dinked by these P250s, because it will be a one-shot death. There are 35 seconds remaining in this round, and NiP are not close to pushing either bomb site here, so this is looking a bit ropey for them here. 2 on 5 remains. Fifth Laren and Exist, neither with any armor. Exist picking up the Scout, so we'll see if he can connect now with the bomb defenders, site defenders, sorry.
Well, that was super clean there from Dignitas. A very, very slow push up short entirely covered with blood and Gibbs right now. So right now, LIP not able to find anything with that buy. Obviously, I guess Get Right keeping his money low. Perhaps they've worked out the money so well that they know, okay, he's not going to really need nades. Perhaps that's part of the plan later on. Here, so they just have these very optimal buys. We'll have to see how that comes into play, but wow, what a great spam. Just a tiny bit of spam, just a sprinkle of spam there with the FACEIT through the smoke, enough to take down some kills.
That's a nice jack in the box there for Flown to be on the wrong end of. There's going to be a short push here as one NiP player does jump into short. And that is going to be the last of their 3 eco rounds. Normally we see 2 eco rounds from terrorists if they can plant the bomb, get that $800 bonus, which often allows them to buy in the 3rd round. However, there were no plants for NIP, so they will have to eco for 3 rounds. We do have Forest with the AWP here on their first buy round.
He is like the man to watch for NIP on the T side, I swear.
Oh, we saw him, was it last week or was it yesterday?
Yes.
Last week.
Every time on Dust 2.
Yeah, he was putting in serious work with that AWP in mid, so we'll see if he can be as dominant against one of the strongest teams in the game here, Dignitas, who may have seen that, they may have watched that game in preparation for a potential pick here and adjusted for it, which is the great thing about this league. You see all the matches are released and announced before the first match even starts, so you can prepare well in advance and glean information from other matches.
So Fro makes a quick pick up short onto Device on the A site, and Dupree there kind of just chilling in mid, trying to see what he can find out. But right now there's a really overwhelming presence on mid from NIP, who do have short control, they've got dark control, they've got the orb from Forest, they basically have the map right now, and Dignitas kind of outgunned at this point in time. But Forest still there. They're just waiting on short right now to see if Dignitas are going to try any kind of rotation now that they've lost 2 players. AZ coming in from dark. He can't find anything at all. We've got Zipnix coming down from short. But NIP look really ready to deal with this. It's like they're so psychic right now. Their game sense really on top of things. They're going to take down Zipnix. It's a slow push towards that site as they just gun down Dignitas as they try to just poke at them.
We've got that slow rotation from Fetish, who's placed in long. Long, when you're positioned in long, it's quite a difficult place to rotate from, because in case the terrorists push A, as we've seen in previous matches on Dust 2 yesterday and last week, it's really important for the CTs to hold there, so they can't have so the Ts can't have a 2-pronged attack towards the A site. But B, it makes a retake infinitely more easy if you can attack the site from 2 places. Long is a really important place to hold, which means that if the guy playing long ends up being the last person, then he's going to be the slowest to rotate and will be difficult to get control back of the round, as we saw there.
And we can see that Dignitas are playing a very defensive style right now, and this is, again, could lean into what you're talking about preparation for NIP. NIP with Forest, the thing that he's amazing at with the AWP is like denying information plays, because he always puts the AWP on the right angle and always beats the reactions of the other player on that angle when they're trying to just get a bit of info. Every single time Forest wins these situations, I swear, he always looks so good there. And we can see how defensive Dignitas are being. Despite having their kind of buy, they're letting NIP kind of take short, they're letting them take dark, letting them take mid, and they're just waiting for them to actually play into their setup, which is a very standard one right now. We do have, it is Zipnix in CT spawn, so he's the one to watch mid, and it's so defensive there. He's going to get smoked off and just be able to listen. That's kind of his job right now.
Interestingly, Forrest hasn't opted for armor here. He does have 3,000 in the bank. He does have 95 armor, though. If he had 100, he'd get a helmet for 350, but looks like he's conserving his money just in case he does die, so we can rebuy. But there's going to be a push with the bomb here on short. Smoked off currently. There is a wall between the site, but they could plant it for short here. And it looks like it might do it, but he's just going to try and take out Device. Does get the connection there. It's going to be a 4-on-2 now in favor of NIP, and they are going to plant the bomb in that new bomb spot for short.
Oh, what? How did that... Was that Forrest that was above him that shot down?
Yeah.
Oh my
Jumping,
God.
no less.
What on earth was that? And that was a really phenomenal round now for NIP. They are already breaking the bank right now for Dignitas. They got nothing. Well, they got something, but nothing to really buy with right now. So they have to wait one round before they can get that buy-in. And NIP are looking really on top of things after this pistol round.
Importantly, what we saw when Shoxy was playing the AWP on Inferno was when he estimated the CTs were going to be on eco, he did buy helmet. Forrest hasn't bought a helmet there, which could end up being a mistake here, as he's going to be facing P250s, a 5.7 and a CZ. So one thing to the head will take him out of this round, so he's got to be really careful on the angles he chooses here.
And look at this, they are going to be maybe flirting with the idea of pushing short a little bit, but with dark control for NIP so strong and not the long-range weapons, opening up this angle just a little bit, a few meters out here from Device would be probably very dangerous. So he's just going to stick to the close ranges here, not going to try to get picked. And perhaps if NIP do go for that short control, which usually is the typical round beginner, then they are going to struggle against the close range CZs, but we'll have to see how the execution goes. Here they go, flashed in right now. There goes the spray down for an assist. He gets the 2 frags, and that was almost too easy there with the team play. coming in strong from NIP, and it's just like ABC 1, 2, 3 here from NIP, just running these strats right at their playbook. We do have Dignitas fighting back though. They do take down Get Right, who was guarding the flank, but there comes Piffler from long, and he's gonna be able to take down Fetish. So Zipnix and AZ left. AZ actually finding himself an AK. He's over towards T spawn, and looks like Piffler to gun down Zipnix. And AZ, if you can keep this alive, that would be quite nice for sure.
I think it was Dupree, I want to say, who had the... No, I think it was Device, actually, who had the Victoria's Secret CZ. And he had it named Sexy Tiger Stripes Raw, so, you know, I'm not the only person who sees Victoria's Secret when they look at that gun.
The Tigress.
Yeah, indeed.
It's hot stuff. And AZ with this AK, I'm curious as to... Oh, wow, he does get taken out. Sick stuff from Freiburg there. Absolutely monstrous stuff coming in from NIP. Right now, honestly, it looks like they are just executing like plays that they could be doing against anybody. Like that's how they're making Dignitas look.
Yeah, it is 3-3 though here, so it's all tied up, as some people would say. Oh, and Forest again putting in work in that mid area. Dupree does get knocked down to 37 HP. Has no helmet here, but it won't really matter that much in this round with that HP left. And Forest has gone for the helmet this time, which does make perfect sense.
Ooh, nice shot there from Device. Taking down Piffler in there. That's going to help them out a little bit. Good stuff from Dignitas. And now, obviously, they are going to be settling down a little bit as they try to work out what's going on here for NIP. So far, NIP have been very punishing on any kind of push for information from Dignitas. So they're still very shy to do that, as they don't want to lose a player now that they are a man up. And they're going to have to rely on a very passive setup here with one on the A side itself, one on long, two on the B side, and one on mid. And now that pick comes in, that's really going to start to tell them that things could be getting a bit heated here towards the B side of the map. But NIP quickly backing towards mid here. They could open up the A split option if they want to. 40 seconds left to play with for them. Just holding steady still so far in dark.
So they are running out of time to clear a site. Probably trying to just make the CTs commit one extra man to the side they're not going to go to, but it looks like it is going to be an B push here. 20 seconds remaining, so never mind the 40 second ditch. We're at 20 seconds now. And Get Right does go down, but Forrest gets a trade frag, and he will be carrying in the bomb into the bomb site, but Zipnix is going to be outside the door, so if he does try and cross...
Oh, the bomb dropped there. 5 seconds left, and that's surely all she wrote for this round. There's no time to plant it now, and that's going to be the round for Dignitas. Perhaps a little bit too slow for NIP. I do see what they were trying to do. They're trying to make Dignitas move and catch the rotator before they went for the play, but at the same time, Dignitas, they kind of held pretty steady. Then NIP didn't have enough time, it seems.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of situations, mainly on Inferno, but other maps as well, as we're seeing here, where the T's have 40 seconds or left and don't have enough picks to really push a site and kind of abuse the numbers game, and again, just not working out for NIP on that occasion, and Dignitas are going to go one round up. We do have a full buy from both teams here and an early pick here for the Dignitas side.
Yeah, Device taking down Forest there, really, really big for them. That's going to allow them to actually feel a bit more comfortable on some of these information plays, as Forest is the one to shut those down with that AWP on those angles. They are kind of congregating towards mid right now, extending onto short a little bit as well, as is the standard here. They have Piffler AWPing towards long house, but it's going to be hard for him to push that by himself without any support at all. And so NIP are slowly falling back. We see Piffler rotating towards the kind of suicide there and moving back up towards mid, just keeping his eye on that long door as Dignitas hold steady with their setups. And of course you can see actually in this position that Fetish is in, he can hear, I think, stepping on short, as well as Dignitas, I think, who's the player who does watch CT spawn, but oh my god, they go straight in, they just put on the pace. It is blistering right now. Zipnix coming in from behind the smoke, and he's going to just two quick cheeky frags, and Get Right's left alone in the site, and the bomb dropped in no man's land. And Get Right, what can you do, my friend? There's 4 players left for Dignitas, 25 seconds. They all are just like aiming at that window. Look at this. Get Right in a lot of trouble right now. Going to go out and spot 2 players. Like a firing squad right there. And Get Right going to get sat down as we see a 5-3 scoreline. And Dignitas with these early picks, really, really big stuff.
That's excellent positioning on the fly from Dignitas. Two people facing the kind of window area of B, with the guy in CT spawn facing the door, so they had all the possible angles covered there for the trade kill, which was a really good play for them. And it's worth noting Dignitas are just not giving them they're not giving NiP the angles to get the picks. They're not over peaking. A lot of people say, when you're CT, just don't peak. And we're seeing an example of that now. They're not playing the kind of expected angles. They're denying NiP the opportunity to take their heads off. So NiP are trying to force the issue with time running out. And when you're trying to clear a site and plant a bomb before the time runs out, it's never going to be easy. And that's going to be a clean anti-eco there for Dignitas as they go 6-3 up. And we'll see what NiP choose to do. Forrest returning with an AWP. He is doing a naked AWP. He's got no armor, so it's going to be one and done possibly here.
And I feel like Device is probably going to go for the challenge again, actually, with the AWP. You have to see how this works out. In fact, he's going to go for the spawn here towards long. They've got 3 players for the quick long play to just secure that. And now that it's safe, they're going to fall back, and Device obviously can do a lot of that AWP. As soon as Forrest loses that AWP, or vice versa, things start to get really interesting when one team is able to AWP without fearing the AWP on the really long range from the other side, as mid becomes a really weird dynamic. Nice little pick there, moving into Longhouse. Dignitas finding frags in almost every round now.
You can see NiP trying to be more aggressive now. Before Fifth Laren, his job was just to stop the flank from long, and he was playing extremely passive there, sometimes moving back towards T-spawn, but this time much more aggressive. Does get picked off, and Long's going to be pretty much shut out for the rest of this round here for NiP. And they're all going to be stuck in mid for the time being. Going to try and peek and find someone in short, but are they going to find someone? We've got one in CT spawn, and Device with an aggressive position does move back onto A slope, and the smoke will stop NiP for the time being. They seem to be stuck on short, as we said, at the moment. 3 guys on short, 1 guy mid. Time is running out. Again, the 40-second ditch does begin, and we've got an ace coming into the A site.
Fetish going to go for the flank as well. How quick he's going to be. He's going to take one frag quickly, and Zipnik's in trouble now on the A bomb side itself. Fetish does get the pick, though, in the back end. Dignitas, 1, 2, 3. They do make it happen. Really easy cleanup for them, and Dignitas are... I don't know what happened at the moment. Dignitas were looking so good coming back after the pistol round. They lost those 3 rounds, and then all of a sudden we saw, I think, just 3 rounds come in very clean from them. It looked very, very good. We had Forrest with the AWP. It looked like standard NiP rounds, and then all of a sudden Dignitas, they started getting these picks at the beginning of rounds, and NIP can't quite find the return right now as they're forced onto another eco. And I wonder if they're going to have enough money after this to actually get an AWP. Yeah, I think they will actually. They have quite a lot of money.
Dignitas are denying them the views to kill them, basically. So we've seen some slice adjustment here so far from NiP, as we saw Fifth Laren more aggressive in long. But I do wonder, I mean, he's just trying to breach long on his own at the moment. No one's flashing in for him. He's just trying to basically take a duel. He lost that one, unfortunately. And we've got 3 guys on short. And I do wonder if it's worth NiP trying to put more men in the initial part of the round towards long, so they can kind of secure it and then go back and take short and have like a 2-pronged assault on the A bomb site. But we do have 3 going towards the B bomb sites at the moment, the B tunnels here. So they're going to try and secure that and maybe go to lower tunnels and try and get a frag on short if they can find Zipnix, who seems to be having a quick look, but he is going to retreat. So there will be, again, no CTs peeking for NiP to get early frags.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, Dignitas aren't really giving anything up very easily here. Zipnik's quite close on the doors here, and the nades do come in. He can be calling that to his teammates now, and this could very well be a big tell for this B split. They know it's coming now. We've got Fetish on the other side of the map, but AZ on Plateau, what can he do to stop this? Dignitas coming in with some great pulse right now. The bomb site is completely secure, and Forrest is now alone in the dark area, and this is going to be very hard for him to deal with, obviously, and a save is probably the most sensible option considering their current situation. But once again, Dignitas, they don't give these easy picks to NIP here.
Yeah, Dignitas right now looking as a good candidate to top the leaderboard. There is a game still to complete versus Fnatic, so there will be 1 game behind on the rankings. But that aside, they are looking extremely strong right now. Device putting in a great performance, 15 kills at the moment, and there is Zipnix behind him with 12. So those 2 just getting double figures at the moment for their team, and it is 9-3 to Dignitas. NiP are going to need to win a few more rounds here if they are to put up a defense against a strong Dignitas T side as well.
To see exactly how this goes now. We do have the player on short, it's Zipnix. He's going to do the jump spot, and he's going to see one player in dark, and obviously just trying to get the information that he can safely. And we're going to see what could very well be a bit of an A split coming in, with Fetish first man point of contact here for Dignitas, and the entry frag coming in from Forest. Let's see if he's able to do it. And going forward, do have a very tough situation here with Fetish kind of pinned down in the corner. He's got Dignitas coming in to help him out, but he does go down. Dignitas behind the smoke. Here he goes down as well. So frags coming in for NIP now as they storm this A bomb site from both sides, long and short, and Exist. Oh, he can't make the kill. Looks like Device working that up really well. Great second shot there on the guy moving up the ramp, and now Device gets the third as well. Look at this from Device. A monstrous game from him so far, and it's a 2-on-2 situation. NIP still with every opportunity to do this with Fiftherin on the flank, and he gets two. What a play from Fiftherin. This is just looking crazy. The individual plays we're seeing from these two sides are insane.
And there we saw the benefit of a two-pronged assault on the A bomb site from NIP, as we spoke about previously, taking long, pushing up long. I mean, they did lose a few frags to the AWP on site, but still, they did have people coming short and long at the same time, which makes it a really hard decision for the CTs as to where to point your gun, and the trade frags come in, etc. So NIP do bring it back by 1 round. There are 2 rounds remaining on this first half of this match, so we'll see if they can make it line 6. And again, we've got Fiflaran back to the kind of more passive position on long, just keeping hold of it, making sure there's no flank, rather than the push we saw from him earlier. But we've got a very aggressive Fetish on long, not holding the corner or pit, but right next to the doors, looking to rip some people's heads off.
Yeah, pretty close to be able to push through here, and we see that Fiftherin's the man to watch long. Zipnix in spawn, and then Device with the AWP on the A site here. So with Freiburg on short, looks like they're going to back away slowly. We've seen Freiburg explode rounds, like just create massive opportunities single-handedly from short. There's some famous land moments with that, and obviously such a great entry fragger is Freiburg. We'll have to see if he's able to do anything there as they wait for Dignitas to perhaps try to make a peek in here. As Zipnix just falls back slightly. We now start to see the movement very slow but sure up short here, coming in for NIP. There go the grenades, and now Dignitas know what's going on. Exist going to toss in that AT onto the site, and now NIP go in. They storm the A bomb site right here, and can Device do what he did previously? These massive plays, looking for those frags with the M4. There goes the flank from Dupree. This is huge here from Dupree. Can he get more? He gets the second one, and now NIP, they have to worry about every single angle at once. Exist with a great turnaround frag, but it can't do the job, and it's going to be the round there for Dignitas. They have looked so insane. Look at this, 10-4. What is happening now for NIP?
That was such a strong hold on the A bomb site. They weren't even on the bomb site. They were just playing semi-passively on long. They were just denying NIP the vision to pop the heads. They were forcing NIP into a situation where they would have to plant the bomb. There were like 18 seconds remaining. They had to get the bomb down, but they couldn't get the frags to make it safe to get the bomb down. If they try and plant the bomb and they don't connect, then and they get fragged, then the bomb could fly down into a slope, and that's the round lost basically. So excellent play once again there from Dignitas, showing why they are so notorious for their CT side. And
yeah, really great aggressive play here from Dupree on a round that NIP are off balance. They had a very bad buy, obviously, just getting what they could for the last round, and only taking down AZ so far. We've got Forest and Fiftherin still alive for NIP. Forest going to go down to the AWP of Device. And here we go, Zipnik's going to take his kill. And we can see the scoreboard now. And look at this, 20 frags from Device. He had some huge plays, some very critical plays to just hold the A bomb site down, especially with some of the AWPs as well. I mean, we saw that he was able to actually challenge Forest. And this is a really big deal here. When you're playing against NIP's Dust 2, you've got to be able to have something to throw against Forest. Because otherwise, we see what happened early on in the match, where, first of all, Dignitas got the 3 rounds pretty easy. They lost a round where they were, trying to be economical, staying on the FAMASes, and they were outgunned with the AWP and the AK setups. And then we saw very clean rounds. But as soon as Device picks up the AWP, then things start to turn around here for Dignitas.
Okay, so only Forest has 10 frags or more on the NIP side. And that shows you, I mean, these are some of the best players in the world, but it just shows you how much denial was just coming out from Dignitas, just not allowing them to find them to kill them in this in that first half. But we have an early pick here through B tunnels from NIP, which will give them a strong advantage and may slow down the Dignitas push.
do have Fiftherin on the A bomb site. He's going to see some players coming in right now from short, very speedily so, as Fiftherin tries to just delay right now. He's just going to survive and delay. He's trying to do his best right now, but they are going to find them and take him out regardless. We do have Freiburg down in CT spawn here, so he's got to wait for some teammates to come in. This position way too awkward, and we do have obviously Exist and Get Right here making their way up from short as well. Push coming in right now. Fetish does take down Freiburg. Get Right gets a frag onto Fetish. Exist going in onto the bomb site. Does he have a kit? They don't have a kit, so it's going to be next to impossible. And it's like a fairly simple defense from Dignitas after what was a pretty awesome opening from NIP, actually.
Yeah, so that's going to put in Dignitas in very good stead to take out this entire match as they go for a mixed AK and Galil by Fetish, just with a P250, so we can expect him to pick up an AWP later on in the round should they be successful against this anti-eco. We've got Get Right again with the scout, as we saw him in the first half. We'll see if he can make any connections with it. He's looking mid and should have spotted someone there. Going for the tag through the smoke. Fetish on 22 HP. Not sure what happened to him there, but he is currently out on long with 2 teammates. Safety in numbers.
And Dignitas looking for that aggressive play from NIP. They don't want to give anything away here. And they do take over long. So this is actually a really, really nice result that they have long at the moment. Obviously, if NIP had to challenge them on those ranges, then they're going to have a massive disadvantage. You can see Fiftherin trying to see if they're using long to set up a play. They actually are right now. They're moving up long very slowly together. Good anti-eco stuff here. Do you see AZ actually just chilling over by Dark? He's going to get gunned down, but the A bomb site has been wrecked. Dignitas up on that, and they have the bomb planted right there. So now NIP going to be coming in. They don't have a kit or anything like that, so it's like just going to try to keep what they can.
If Device goes down here, Dignitas could be in trouble. They've got 2 players on less than 25 HP, but Zitnix does take down Get Right, so it's going to be Forest versus the World, and the World wins. Dignitas 13 up here, 3 rounds away from victory.
That doesn't sound like very fair odds. One man against the world.
Yeah, it's a bit like some kind of Boshy level or something.
Yep, indeed it is. And you know, 13-4, Dignitas storming ahead right now. NIP, what are they gonna find? I mean, where does the momentum come from? I mean, it's on the CT side. They got bad economy. Going to go in with this pistol round, and it's all going to be basically on the next round, on the next buy. That's where the game is made or broken.
Look at AZ abusing those ranges on this anti-eco, just standing basically in T-spawn, taking out that rotation from B-tunnel. Freiburg, last man standing, has been spotted. Got 2 Ts looking for him here. Will face 1v1, and AZ will just go for the head. Chess would have been fine with no armor, but he's going for maximum efficiency here.
All right, so 14-4 is the score, and Dignitas, they're not letting NIP have any chance into this match right now. We'll see the orb coming out from Fiftherin onto the A side, I should imagine. Fetish with the play into mid right now, and we do have ourselves a situation where by Dignitas, should they be playing it slow and methodical? Perhaps, I mean, it's hard to ever capitalize on a desperation perhaps that from NIP because they don't get desperate. NIP are so experienced. This is one of the greatest qualities from them, that any situation can be turned around by them.
Get Right, just facing the wall, expecting a flashbang to come in so he can turn and face. And we've got Zipnix just holding the angle there, so they won't meet each other for the time being. And I'm really curious. Now this is the first buy round for both players. I want to see, I mean, it may be a short with Dignitas being on 14, but I want to see what it is that Dignitas have to offer on the T side here. And they are going to push mid, it seems, or possibly fake and go to short. But we do have Device pushing up short as well to see if there's a rotation, try and fish out some information, find out where the CTs are. CTs being quite passive at the moment, being a bit Dignitas or NIP. So again, we come to the 40-second ditch, and AZ has made it onto the B bomb site and does get down Forest.
Ooh, just one pick though, but they're happening all over the map at the same time, and both teams trying to make this work at the moment. NIP, it's all on this for them. Their economy could be in tatters if they lose this round. Zipnix coming from the back, and now Freiburg, it's all on him. He hasn't got a kit. He's going to have to find himself a kit. Does take down the first kill. There's Dupree. The bomb is actually down, in fact, so Might not even come to this bomb plant situation, but there it is. Zipnik's going to pick that one up. Got 12 seconds left, and Freiberg knows it. This is an insanely good position here for Freiberg. Going to go for the spray. Oh, does he delay just enough? See the bomb trying to get planted here. Does go down, and Freiberg switching up position. Significant damage done to Zipnik, though, as Freiberg has many angles to play with right now, as Zipnik is perhaps expecting Freiberg to appear from short. Freiberg creeping up, going for the jumps. He's going to spot him, and Zipnik, can you believe it? Actually makes the shot, was looking in the right place at the right time. Freiberg never knew what hit him right there, and oh my god, Dignitas. What a way to hit the 15-4. What a way to bring themselves into match point.
How can one man have all this power? Double mag 7 here on this force buy for Nip. So I want to see where these mags going. We do have one going towards short and the other one going towards long. The mag 7 can be quite powerful on long because if you stand in that barrel, a lot of the flashes that come out from the tees won't hit you. But Forrest does take down Zipnik, and the frags have just come flying out here for Dignitas, and the 3 people go down in the space of 0.1 seconds. It is a 4-on-2 here as the bomb is securely in the B bomb site here, and we're going to see where these Nip players are at the moment. It's got Fifth Laren and Get Right. We've got a Scout and a mag 7 to keep Nip in the game right now.
All in fifth in 1 versus 3 with the Scout, and I'm going to say it doesn't look too good. He's going to falter, and 16-4, crushing result from Dignitas.